It's a disease that usually infects 60 people in the entire United States over the course of a year. But this year, the number of measles cases has already more than doubled, and it is spread to people here in Illinois. ABC News Channel 20's Kimberly Howard, live outside St. John's Hospital. Kimberly, I guess the question is now, how many confirmed cases are we looking at here in the state?
Vince, only a handful. The closest case reported in Macomb. But here's the thing, measles is highly contagious, and doctors say if you don't get vaccinated, you could add to the outbreak.
So a lot of these old-time diseases, we're starting to see a rise of all of them.
Most recently, measles, a rare disease that, according to the Centers for Disease Control, has popped up in 13 states, including Illinois.
You'll have a fever for several days before you break out in a rash, and then you'll break out in a rash around the hairline. It spreads to the face, down the neck, and then throughout the rest of the body.
Dr. Valerie Thompson says it's not just measles that have spread in Illinois. Our state has also seen cases of mumps. And remember the scare a few years ago about whooping cough?
It's because parents aren't vaccinating their children to the same degree that we were in the past. And then secondly, because we're being exposed to people outside of our country.
People who will not or cannot vaccinate themselves and their children. So if you're not protected, you're susceptible because a disease like measles is highly contagious.
More than 90% of people can get it if they've not been immunized just from close contact.
Thompson says there's a lot of misinformation about immunization. And if you're unsure about whether you want to vaccinate yourself and your children, it's best to talk to a doctor.
Studies have shown, done by the CDC multiple times, that there is no link between vaccinations and autism, or that vaccinating your child will pose health risks.
Gary Reinbold, who has 2 young daughters, has heard the anti-vaccination theories. He says the decision of whether to vaccinate should be a no-brainer.
There's a real problem where if you don't vaccinate your kids and other kids, especially newborns who don't have the chance to be vaccinated against some things yet.
Here's another thing to keep in mind. Measles is deadly, unlike most cases of the mumps. Measles is also a lot more contagious than the mumps. But remember, the vaccination for both of these diseases, as well as rubella, is in the same set of shots. Live outside St. John's Hospital, Kimberly Howard, ABC News Channel 20.
All right, Kimberly, thanks very much. For more information on measles as well as the MMR vaccination, just log on to our website, wics.com.